guys.
Right, so coming back
To
to
a new
the
episode of Minecraft. Let's play.
crazy, I think.
Welcome to our saucy campaign.
Saucy.
Me?
Saucy.
The guardians of
We are the knight to say. Why is my brain not?
Bang, you.
Wait, you
Oh.
still remember?
This rain is on. Hold on, let
Are
me
you just
change
playing
my.
Rain?
Yes, I played it wrong though. I want to change it. One moment.
Why is there a rain in this
such,
effect?
such ASMR rain. That's
Just-
like the most
just stop
satisfying
it.
sound.
Just
Oh, we all turning cameras? That's cool.
Are we?
You don't have to.
Yes.
I'm on my
Oh,
phone.
never mind. I fucking taped my cameras. I forgot. So you guys can't
Okay.
see anything anyways, so...
The FBI is watching.
I like that. I like seeing the.
Sure.
For art.
Wait, should
I
I
used to
switch?
tape my camera, but then
Nah,
I decided life is more
I've
interesting.
seen too many Black
Thinking I was
Mirrors,
being
bro. I
watched.
can't. I've seen too many Black Mirror.
Let me call on my Mac.
Sure. I'll play it in one doors. Yeah. Back in. We shout.
You got any music? So I can just play.
Oh, nah, anjing. Nabi.
Alright.
Iya. Karena saya.
What's happening?
I probably shouldn't be saying this on stream. I popped a zit on the side of my back just now and it hurt like hell.
Oh
What is
god.
that?
God.
That's nice.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
damn.
Did someone just get censored like in real life?
my other laptop just on and it made a weird sound.
Sound like your laptop was screaming in pain.
It was
Probably.
swearing.
Thought someone got censored.
Yeah, someone was swearing.
Someone
It
said
was
like the most
dying.
offensive thing possible,
It's dying
and
due
the
to
world had to
old
censor
age.
them.
It censored itself.
For future viewers or for us in the future, in episode 3, JR is not here because he's busy. That's all.
I like how you just said
Alright.
JR.
He doesn't want his name to be exposed.
I just said
Pretty sure
Ingrad.
we've said his name a few times on stream.
I'm sure we have.
I'm pretty sure we just call him JR. No one else calls him by his actual name.
I'm
Feroz.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Y'all go today?
Yes. Sorry, I just. Okay, let me switch. Right back.
Can you hear my dice?
Very much
Yeah.
so.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Boy.
Can you hear my dice?
Alright. Now that we're all back and all ready to have some fun.
Let's play D&D.
Phone. You all get back into bed and just lay down after a long, tiring excursion through the street in the middle of the night, and your howler attacks and everything that had transpired prior to that long rest you just took. Telling you have like a little, look like a pineapple. Anyways, you all slowly begin to wake up after what, 7 to 8 hours of resting from around 6 o'clock all the way till roughly about 3. About 2.5, 3 in the afternoon. As you guys slowly begin to stir and wake up, you hear when you guys all wake up suddenly and something calm. As we now have Prey. Is it playing? It's searching.
It's playing.
Hell yeah.
What?
I want to make it a bit louder.
It's raining.
Oh. The music?
Yeah, turn it on a bit.
I think I muted. Sorry.
Turn it up a bit. Just put it at like
Yeah,
25.
just put it 20 or I put it at 40.
I'm putting it at 50. You guys wake up to the sound of pattering rain on the outside of the buildings. Now, usually it's a soundproof place, but because the door was left wide open the previous night, you guys can hear some rain and sounds of thunder on the outside. You guys slowly wake up. It's very cold, and you're not used to cold. Usually, the streets of Las Vegas are quite warm, but because the rain has swooped in so quickly and suddenly, the temperatures of these areas have cooled down. Now, the first person to wake is RatRod, as you slowly stir and wake up, having rested almost twice the amount you usually do.
Yeah.
You slowly wake up. What do you want to do?
I don't shower, so it's eat, I guess, breakfast.
Nice. Go ahead and give me a investigation check as you look around the place for food that you would enjoy to eat.
Investigation. That's a +5, baby. No, dude. 7.
Not too bad. You look about, and there are like elements of like dried meats and bread, and a couple of waters and drinks and juices here and there. It's all in like small packets and like cans or airtight bags that have like small amounts of food in it. It's just thrown around the area. As you go to help yourself, Isabella wakes up. And RatRod, as you are fumbling through a couple of the food, all you hear from behind you is, that's not yours, you know.
Shut up, kid.
Is she like taller than him? She's taller than him, isn't she?
The two of you are at the same height. RatRod's not that small. And the two of you are about the same height. And she looks at you and is like, hey, that is my food.
Shut
Don't
up,
need too
kid.
much.
Yeah, that's what he says. Just continue fumbling around.
She stares for a while more and says, you know, whatever, I don't really care. And she turns back and she goes to nudge Kira. Kira, you slowly stay awake as your sister's head is hovering above you. Her short brown hair is just gently touching your side of your face. Hey, wake up. Wake up. Hey.
Huh?
Hey.
What? 12 minutes.
Wake up.
Fuck.
When was the last time you showered? You smell like shit.
I don't remember actually.
Oh, wait, that's not you. That's your friend. Sorry. Can you just wake up? Oh my god.
Good? I get out of it. I smell myself.
She's already gone. She walks away. And, as she's walking off, Malkius, you small kick to your leg as you wake up suddenly.
Are you ready, Eldritch Blast? What the fuck was that?
As Isabella walks out the door, she gives you one look of like dismay, like whatever.
Oh,
Walk out the door.
shit.
You guys all
Pull out the door, but it's closed!
Wait, did I mute you? Fuck. No, I mute you. I'm so sorry.
Me?
With the sudden like shouting, Malkius releases Ingrad. Wakes up, but then goes back to sleep again.
I go close the door.
Okay, you you close the door as you
Wait,
press
why
it. The
can't
small
Why can't I hear? Why can't I hear?
Did you lower his
Malkius.
volume?
Wait, let me rejoin.
She can't hear me.
To you. Hi, Jennings.
Hello?
Oh, I can hear now. Okay. Nice.
Nice.
Damn, this guy was racist, bro.
Let me see that. Okay. As you guys wake up, you stand up, familiar grumble in your bellies. I wouldn't say morning day, but the afternoon takes place, and you guys can hear the rain going on outside. Rain is a bit weird for the two of you. Now, most of you guys live in like deserted areas, and rain next to never happens. Last time it rained in your area, it was like a drizzle. That was about 3 or 4 years ago. So you guys haven't seen rain at all.
Damn, it's been a long time since it rained. Wow. Fascinating. Rain.
Remember, you had closed the doors. There was no windows in the area, so you were just sitting there like, wow,
Just look at each other.
intriguing.
Rain. That's good for the plants, I bet. Do you have plants?
Who are you asking?
Kira.
No plants in there.
Some-
Tequila,
No.
of course, if you want to reflect.
No, I don't.
At this point, RatRod comes back with like 5 things of like dried meat and a couple of other intricate foods that he found somehow that he's just munching on. 3 of you kind of
Enjoying
like,
yourself?
Yeah.
What do you
Good.
get?
I got peanut butter. I got jam. I got
Peanut butter.
peanut butter. Just continues repeating those two.
peanut butter jam, bit more peanut butter, and
Jam.
a bit more jam. There's a cat just licking his anus.
No, is it? Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was. Dumb.
Is it the shy cat?
I think
I'm gonna beckon it.
You guys hear on the door.
I open the door.
Isabella's standing outside. Why don't you lock me out?
Oh,
What?
get in!
It's my house, damn it. She walks in.
Slam the
She
door
grabs
behind
the.
you.
You seen the rain outside? It looks fun. It looks so cool.
You wanna go outside?
You wanna? I can bring you to the roof.
Okay, let's go to the roof.
The roof. Hey,
Let's
Dude,
shower. We're about,
Yeah, I was
it's
about to
about
say
time
that.
anyway.
RatRod sees the rain and proceeds to go outside and start showering.
of course.
Yeah, we all just go to the roof and like bask in nature.
Yeah. Natural.
Although you do, Isabella does take an umbrella, large enough for 2 people. She walks outside just without waiting for you guys. Because a few of you head up. Ingrad's still dead asleep at this point. And you all sort of like follow out the fire escape. You get to the top, and as you guys, she opens the door from the sheltered area. As you guys step out, it's pouring rain, and it's overcast. The sky is entirely dark gray. It's raining very heavily. You can't really see like buildings that are like next to each other because the rain is so thick and heavy. But it's cool. It's cold water, and you had not felt cold water touch your skin in a long time. It's a good feeling.
I make this sound. Oh,
That's
Respect. Respect. You don't get the response back. Isabella walks out with the umbrella, and she asks Kira. She asks you, you want to come in? Or no?
I'm out.
You want to go into the water, or you want to stay dry with me?
I stay dry.
Too late. She walks out, and you just immediately water that covers you. Immediately get drenched. Malkius,
Oh fuck.
Malkius and RatRod's completely wet. You see Isabella sort of walk out and then like stand in the water for a while. She kicks some of the water with her bare feet. After about 5 minutes, she comes back in. How long do you guys want to stay outside?
I wanna go in.
RatRod is just gonna stay outside eating his peanut butter.
Oh,
Oh. Not the peanut butter.
it's gonna be so dark, you too.
He's standing open while holding the jar of peanut butter and
He's not
licking off.
eating
Just
it,
greasy
he's
water.
drinking. He's drinking peanut butter.
Nasty.
Oh, that's disgusting.
As you so like drinking the now very runny peanut butter. Peanut butter. Here you walk back in from Isabella behind. As you're walking back in, you notice Ingrad is slowly like walking up towards the staircase. Like, oh, why'd you guys go first?
What? What did he say?
Why are you all wet?
Because we were out.
Is it raining?
No shit.
Oh shit. Alright. Oh, I'm not gonna go for the puppet show thing. You guys go. I don't wanna do that. I'm gonna go get some drinks. Where's the other two?
I come back down the stairs.
Oh, there you are.
Like, I flip my hair like. I'll show you. I'll demonstrate.
He
You know
does
you
have
don't have
long
much
hair,
hair.
right?
I'm taking out my mics. I'm taking out my headphones so I can't hear you.
Yeah. Fabulous, marvelous.
Proud?
I make sure it splashes onto Ingrad.
Oh, dude.
It wakes him up a little bit.
In my eye. Not necessary.
Sobers him up.
Ah. Anyways, I'm gonna go back
Then I
down.
use prestidigitation to like hair commercial, just dry my hair. And I can still smooth.
Just watch the head like waving back and forth, just like being flapped around, then when it just like falls just neatly into place. Ingrad's like, I'm gonna go lay down. And he just goes back down the stairs.
And it sparkles. It literally sparkles.
Of course it does. RatRod is still out there eating his peanut butter. The two of you walk back down, you follow Isabella. Isabella brings you back to the studio where she was staying, where the two of you were meant to have a little hiding. Before you guys even walk back in, she bursts out and she's like, "We're late. We're so late. We're so late. We gotta go. We
For
gotta
the
go."
puppet show?
Yeah, it starts in like 10 minutes.
What time is it?
Okay.
Ah, fuck. Let's go.
It's 3:30. It starts at 3:45.
I run up to grab RatRod while he's still holding peanut butter.
Are you coming, Mero?
He's gonna let Malkius carry him.
With his peanut butter.
Yeah, we
Go ahead and make a strength check for us, Mokai, as well. You grab RatRod the
That's a 19.
19, yeah. You grab him with ease, you put him on your shoulder, almost like a little piggyback thing, and you're kind of like running. He's like bouncing on top of your shoulder. You guys go back down, and Isabella's already off. Kira's like, we gotta, and you guys start going off. You guys head out into the rain once again, and it's pouring. It's like torrential, and the streets are already like filling up with a bit of water. There's a steady flow in some of the areas, steady like puddles that are rising and whatnot. And every now and then you see a like streak of thunder and lightning that will like straight across the sky. As you guys are heading down, you cross over one building, and then you follow her as she runs through the building. You haven't been this way before, Kira. You're like just confused at how she knows this area. You guys follow her through, and similarly, you pass through about 3 to 4 buildings in a specific direction that seems to be mainly closed off. And as you pass through these group of buildings, you finally come to one building, and all 3 of you go ahead and give me a perception check as you guys reach this building area.
That's a nat 1.
That's a
A
14.
nat 1.
That's a 9.
Nat 1 plus 1, 2.
9, 14, 1. Feroz, two, sorry, Malkius, the rain is so heavy at this point. It's getting in your ears, your eyes. You're too busy wiping it away and cleaning out your ears to focus on it.
I keep I'm constantly casting prestidigitation, just like
Yeah, it's endless. You finally reach the building. Kira and RatRod. As you guys are reaching the building area, just in the very distant, you can just very faintly hear the sound of bells. And as you look out to the street, RatRod, you notice about 2 or 3 more people that are coming in this direction, heading toward the whatchamacallit? The building that you guys are going towards. Just continue through. Right. So. Oh dear, what happened to Rhythm?
What then?
I think
I don't-
time right now. I think. Okay.
Don't know. Can't hear anything? I can't hear.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, here.
It's back, it's back, it's back.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah. Just lagging a bit. Alright. Yeah, you guys see a bunch of other people like heading like very discreetly, like sort of like trudging in the rain, heading towards the this building. As you guys enter, it's not like your usual hotel per se. And as you guys enter, it seems more of like what would now be known as like a HDB, like a project. It's a housing area where you sort of enter and about 30, 40 floors. And each floor has like a long corridor with like rooms, small tiny rooms, congested room. Oh,
Oh,
Well,
Rhythm
let's-
just
yes, again.
gave up on
committed
it.
seppuku.
No. Jacob, you just continue. I handle it.
Alright, yeah, so, and in fact, actually, you don't really need it. If you can just add it back, fix it later.
I can make noises for you.
Okay. It's beautiful. Right. So, as you guys enter the building doors behind you, you come into a lift area, but the lift has been entirely removed, and it's just a shaft that goes straight up. And right beside it is the stairwell, and it says,
It's a long way down.
or rather, a long way up. And right beside
If you are on top.
if you're on top, yeah.
Yeah.
And you notice there are a bunch of like huge mounds of cloth with strings attached to them that are just like laying in piles all over the base of these like removed elevator sections. And RatRod, this would be known as shooting. This is a new term for Malkius and Kira. Essentially, roughly about 14 years ago, to make it easier to get up and down. Obviously, the up would be the fire escapes, but to get down, a bunch of parachutes were given out and created and printed and made and sewn together. And over a long period of time, not in every building, but in a large group of them, some of these elevator systems were entirely removed, leaving a huge empty hollow space just big enough for you to jump off and use a small chute to sort of parachute down. And you guys see about 2 or 3 just like laying all in entanglement. But as you guys get in, you have no time to stop and check this thing. You guys are immediately parried towards. There's like 2 or 3 ushers that are sort of like guestry people. Over here, quickly hurry up! It's gonna start soon. You see a bunch of kids, way more kids than you usually see in these parts. About like 9, 10 children, all following you guys. You guys go towards the stairwell. And it's a long way up. Say about 5-10 minutes later. Now, in theory, the show already started. It's roughly about 3:55, almost 4 o'clock. It's about 15 minutes after the time that it was supposed to have begun. And you guys finally get to the top. And you see a small tentage, and inside there's a bunch of children sitting around. as well as a couple of adults, elderly, so on and so forth. You guys step out of the fire escape, and you're greeted by a familiar face, specifically Malkius and Kira. Wait, didn't I see you guys yesterday?
Mr. Ramirez!
Yes. Hi.
How nice to see you here.
I would assume the same for you.
I take it you're here for the show.
No, I'm here to meet Danny, but I mean, I do enjoy a show and time to time. I am old.
Danny's coming.
Not here. I'm just. Well, yes. Yeah, he's coming. Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
Hmm?
How are you? How are the two of you? You look well.
Yes, we are.
We're okay. We had a good night of rest, not at your place.
Oh no. Yeah. No. They told me all about it. Bet you guys had a great rest.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was
that
messing
was
around.
not in your building.
Of course.
Yes.
Definitely not in my building. Why would it be there?
Cool.
Anyways.
Why would it be there?
No, not at all.
No, of course, yeah.
Rod
Roll an
is
insight
Of
check.
course. Of course.
Well, they're very confused.
I am very confused. Very confused.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. He knows. He's just messing around. He looks at RatRod. He's like, "Are you like the younger brother? What is that?"
Is he still like on my shoulder?
Yeah.
I'm still eating the butter, right? Peanut butter.
No,
Oh my
At this point, it's just like
I'm just
at this
dipping in.
point,
murky water.
It's salt water that you've been licking on your hands for quite a while. Your peanut butter is long gone. I just like in front of you, RatRod, all you see is this old man. He has white hair, white beard, and he's wearing a brown stone trench coat, and he's sort of just like sitting down nearby the stairwell that you guys came up from. He's like, seems like he's waiting for somebody. And as the two of you guys step up, Red already noticed that he recognizes those two. And from what you had found out from the previous night, this would seem like the guy that they spoke to before. As far as you can gather.
I see.
Right. And he says, your name? Little one.
It's like, is he talking to me?
Yes, I am talking to you.
Oh, the name's RatRod.
What? RatRod.
Yeah.
A rot of rats. Like rats.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well then. Pleased to make your acquaintance. You don't seem like a child, are you? What are you? What is he?
I'm a
Kira.
gnome.
You're no. Oh.
Do you not see many gnomes, Mr. Ramirez?
Not in these parts, no. Usually in Good South, you see a couple of them. Are you a deep gnome? What are you? You
I'm a rock gnome.
Huh. Well, anyways, Danny told me of your adventures with D Great. What is his name?
I think his name's Kant. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
His name is Cunt.
I think it would be likely that the three of us. Is he here? The other one.
Nah.
Nah, he didn't want to come.
No. He's too cool for puppet shows.
Right. Yes, I believe based on what the accounts have been towards Danny previous night, I think it would be pretty important that we sit down and speak about this for a while. But not now. The show should be starting in about 5 minutes. The man is always late, so not to worry. Who was the little one?
What's Isabel doing?
What's that, Feroz?
What's Isabel doing right now?
Go and make a perception check. You notice that she's no longer standing beside you guys.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Oh,
That's a 10.
You notice behind one of the curtains from the main tentage, there's this burly, short woman. Seems to be like a dwarven of nature, and she's like pushing Isabella out from the back curtain. Get out of here, stinking little.
Is that Madame Rosie?
No, it's not Madame Rosie. Madame Rosie
Oh.
would not be fitting up.
It's a different dwarven woman.
Yes, dwarven. Madame Rosie, I believe, was a halfling. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and she was very old. This is like a burly, middle-aged
Right.
character.
Ramirez is human, right?
Who?
Ramirez.
Ramirez is human. Yes. Yeah, he's human. Anyways, what are you guys going to sit for the show, or what are you doing?
We're here for the show. And I abruptly end my conversation with him, and I take my seat with Isabel.
Very well. Is that you as well, Kira?
Yes.
Okay. He sort of slumps back into his chair and he pulls out a pipe. And the tendons are like sort of like covering the top area, so there's no like rain pattering on you guys, and the rain is being just slow at this point. But he takes out a pipe and you see him like just light it very gently. You watch him just do this, and he puts his thumb inside, and you see a smoke bit come out, and he's just like puffing smoke just quietly. RatRod still on the shoulder of Malkius. As Malkius sits down, you're like, and you sort of make your way off. There are seats still available, and the show had not started yet. You all sort of gather around and sit down. There are a bunch of children, there are a couple of adults sitting around, a few females, a few males, a few tieflings. You even see
Tieflings.
yeah, 2 or 3 tieflings.
Devils.
You even see what in God's name was an NPC's name? The dragon.
Sicily?
Sicily, thank you. I don't have my notes right now. Yeah, Sicily. You even see her at the side, sort of like standing around and like just looking at the children and like smiling to herself. As the 3 of you sort of like buckle down to the show, a very small halfling comes out, sort of steps onto the stage, and it's like, "Oh well, we're gonna start the show. I hope you like it. Okay, bye." And she steps back. Shortly after, a sort of like a curtain-based like thing is brought out, where there's like a small slot in the middle, and it's held up by 2 wooden sticks. And these 2 halflings are like carrying it out slowly. All the halflings have like these weird socks that are almost like just the socks with little bells on it, so when they walk it jingles. And they bring out this thing and they put it down, and you see what seems like a lump of cloth covering something sort of like emerge from the back and like crawl its way till it gets behind the screen, as if no one could see it, even though you all saw it. And once behind, you see the cloth is like removed by one of the halflings and then brought behind as well. The show begins. At first, you see what would look like a hand sock come out, and just hello, and all the kids say hello. I am Sock. I like things. Hello, and all the kids once again in chorus, as if they've seen this times before. But that's just it. RatRod, you do remember this puppet show as a child. You've seen it at least 4 times. You don't usually remember it because you were often too busy doing other things. But this time it's very weirdly nostalgic. You haven't sat down in this place for like, say, what, 7, 8 years. But you remember this performance, and this old man hiding behind, as you can see, Feroz, with your X-ray actually ring. There's this old man just hiding behind.
Wait, no, I only can X-ray if I choose to use the action.
Choose. I forgot about that.
I don't
yeah.
just have passive
So
X-ray.
so you don't see him at all. But yes, there is this old man. You can see white hair, just like gently like peeking over the small wooden like coverage, and small socks come out and they begin talking, tell stories about all sorts of creatures and beasts and the wars. No, at first it's very sort of lulling, and you guys are kind of like listening to, but you're not really paying attention. But at one point, it gets to a story that really intrigues. The man begins, and a sock comes out, and the sock has a small wig, and it says, "Hello, my name is Judy," and all the kids say, "Hi, Judy." "I have a daughter. My daughter is caught up in the war. To make her safe, I have sent her to the Sky Village. We hail in China, and in China, we have a Sky Village that floats above everything. The Sky Village keeps everybody safe from the beasts and mechs. Because of the Sky Village, people will be made safe." And he goes on to tell a story about a father and a mother. It turns out in this story, the mother was taken prisoner by a large army of mechs. And the father went on a harrowing journey to go and save his wife. Their daughter, however, was placed in the care of her mother's ancestors, which belonged to this mysterious sky village that this man keeps talking about. Some sort of kingdom that lived in the skies as opposed to on ground or underwater or wherever. And he tells the story like as if it's the back. But he doesn't give the girl a name. All he calls her is the butterfly. And he calls her the butterfly. And the butterfly would live in the sky village that is created by hot air balloons. And the butterfly would learn to walk tight ropes in suspended hundreds of meters in the air. And, the butterfly lives with the butterfly. And he tells this beautiful story of love and friendship. And at the very end of the story, he talks about how the butterfly does a very special dance. And this dance mends the ties between the civils living in the sky village and the beasts that fly in the sky. He talks about how this girl would stand on a tightrope wearing feathered costumes. And she would do this dance, and because she did the dance, all the birds that flew high in the sky fell in love with her and believed her and decided that because of her special dance, the beasts could be once again friends with the people of the sky village. They could be allies. The show goes on for, say, another half an hour before he says, you see the man just like the hands go down about like 2 seconds later. He stands up, and it's this really just thin, frail male tiefling, and his hair is all straight white. He has white everywhere, and he's all shriveled up and tired, and he's like shaking a little bit. He says, "Thank you very much. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful week ahead. Remember, kids, stay safe. It's what keeps us different from the beasts. Bye-bye now." And he slumps back down, and you can once again watch him cover himself with like a towel and like crawl behind him. Slowly the happenings begin to descend. Yeah. And a chorus of clapping happens, and everyone, all the kids are cheering and all happy and all. But say 5 minutes pass by, and people are beginning to get up and walk away.
You said there were tieflings here.
Yes, there are a couple of tieflings.
How many?
At the moment, you spot 2, as well as the third one being the old man.
Right. The 2 tieflings. Do they seem to be here with their kids or?
They're not there together. They're there separate.
I know, but do they come with children or are they here alone?
One of them
Children.
is a younger tiefling, roughly. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell, but it's not. It's roughly like pre-adolescent years, and the other one seems to be a bit more mature, probably teenage years, maybe a bit older than that. But they're kind of like sitting in different areas of the place. That they seem to be alone. The younger one is like making friends with some of the other like human and halfling children and whatnot. And they're like talking, laughing.
So none of them are adults.
The 2 of them are not adults. The only adult one is
Okay, shit, I was going to advertise my services. It's a good thing I found out they're not adults.
Sure. It is a
Carry
good
on.
thing.
Carry on. I was going to give some like flyers.
Jesus. We don't even have flyers.
I made some flyers.
You made some flyers? When did you make some flyers?
Yeah, I told you like when I sent you my chart of prices, right? I said I made some flyers.
Of course you did. Apologize for forgetting that. Right. After a short while, everyone seems to begin to clear out, except for you.
Maybe like a kid's puppet show isn't the best place to.
Maybe. Probably not. It's probably not right there. I mean, there's not many laws in this area, so if you really want to get it with a child, go for it.
No,
No,
I really
Lucas,
don't.
no.
no,
I fully support.
Not the
no,
kids.
So,
no, Jacob.
that's it. You brought that upon yourself. So,
I
slowly
I don't
people-
know why it took you so long to explain that they're kids. He's just asking whether if they
When you first said tieflings, I was like, oh, tieflings are normally quite saucy.
Well, I mean, like a lot of the people that are there now are like children, like between the ages of like 3 and 7 or 8.
I like how the children just go to the puppet show by themselves.
Oh no, a lot of them are there with their parents. Some of them are there alone. Yes. But then again, the people who live here are pretty hard to do. There are not many very young ones, and the very young ones are accompanied by their parents. Their parents are sitting around. But slowly by slowly, very quickly, people begin to leave, and you guys realize why. It's roughly about 5:30. It's becoming
Oh,
near
no.
the evening.
Go
But
home.
you guys aren't too far away, and it's roughly about like a 20-minute walk from where you guys are to the building that you guys were at. And as people begin to walk by, RatRod, was that Iqbal? RatRod, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I heard like a distant voice and it scared me.
That was my
Yeah.
brother. That was my brother.
Oh. So, RatRod, as Malkius and Kira and Isabel are sort of sitting together, you look to the right and you see this very, I wouldn't say attractive, but very eye-catching dragonborn lady.
Oh.
Oh.
You like shiny things, and her scales are very shiny. You look towards the
How
direction she
thick is her
has.
tail?
How what?
How thick is her tail?
She has. If you were to like the very base of her tail, not the tip, but like the other side of it connecting to her
Yeah, I
arms.
know what you mean.
If you were to wrap your arms around it, it'd be like just nice.
Nice.
It's a pretty good size tail. It's a very slender, long body. Dragonborns are usually quite large in size. It's roughly about 3 to 4 times easily taller than you. But she's sitting down gently. Just her legs are dangling off the roof, and she's sort of sitting down, just like enjoying the breeze. You can see she has a horn that comes out from her head, as well as 2 that come out from behind. And it's very smaller horns, feminine-like, and she has purple. She has green, bluish, reddish, maroonish scales just covered all over her body. Very, very beautiful, very sparkly, almost like a rainbow. And she's seated. She has very nice tunics covering herself, and she has this scarf that's sort of like covering over her shoulders and back. And the scarf has like flowers, like ordained. She's sort of sitting down there. You can see she has like earrings on, and you can hear her just humming to herself. And just the sight of her, just from the back, just sort of catches your attention, RatRod.
See.
After a few moments pass, Isabel gets up and she looks at Kira. She's like, "I want to talk to this guy. I'm gonna go talk to this guy. Goodbye." And she just walks to the the curtain area. And the two of you are just sat there. Ramirez is still there. You see Cecilia. You see a couple of other oldies that haven't met.
Standing around?
Yeah, there were like three other old.
No, is Danny around?
You don't see any.
No.
Ramirez is still there smoking a pipe.
Can I follow like my sister?
Oh yeah, sure. You get up and you follow after her. Following her leads you to the back of the tent where you see three young halflings that are like getting out of costume. And there's a chair in the middle, a wooden chair, and you can see a bunch of like props and puppets and little like socks that have different ordained like makeup on them and whatnot. And there's a wooden chair in the middle, and the guy's sitting down and he's drinking water and he's like taking deep breaths and just trying to relax himself.
Hmm.
And seeing Isabella come in, she's like, "Oh, hello, young lady." And Isabella's like, "Oh, hi. This is my sister, by the way." And the guy looks at you. He like turns. He's like, "Hello, young lady."
Hi.
"Hi."
That's also my sister, by the way. And I point to I point back to Isabel.
He slowly turns back. "I would have thought so. Well, what can I do for you?"
I was just following her.
"So you don't have any intention to come back here?"
What?
"No?
Isabel.
Would you like to buy a puppet, young lady?" Isabella looks at you and she smiles.
Hold on. How much is one?
"Let me show you." And he sort of takes his box as the halflings are trying to put them away. He takes the box away from them and he opens it up again and starts like taking like puppets out. You see a puppet with like a blonde wig. You see a puppet with like black makeup. You see a puppet with like earrings. You see a puppet with like an afro and all sorts of. There are many puppets in this thing, and he's just pulling out puppets and puppets and puppets. Then he said, "Oh, would you look at that?" And he notices a small little worm. It's
Worm?
roughly like caterpillar-like worm. It's like that big, and
Uh-huh.
it's like on the inside of the box. And he like puts his finger there, and you watch as the worm turns towards his finger, gets on his finger, and sort of wraps around his finger. And he picks it up, and he says, "Would you give me your finger?" Towards Isabel. Slowly, she puts out her finger as well. She says, "Here you go. Beasts like this seem to like us. Perhaps we can learn from that." Isabel just like stares at her. Oh. Kira, you just have no idea what's going on. You're very confused. "So, young lady, would you like to buy a puppet?"
Is telling me or telling you, Isabel?
To the young lady, which is, well, you both are young ladies. You. Yes, you. I thought I was smart. I'm not too smart. You don't have to give me any kilo cells or whatever nonsense. Anything to trade and I'll be happy.
Um, I, I have, I have. You want a dagger?
What an old fart like dagger for?
I don't have any other like shit.
Cutting fruits.
Yeah, you can like cut fruits with it, you know.
You have some nice red hair. A strand of that would go a long way.
What are you gonna do with my hair?
I haven't thought that part through yet. Nice sentiment. I make these puppets, you take off your hair. Not all of it, just one. You have lovely hair. I could take one of your sister's hair. And he like reaches out to like try and grab one.
I slapped his head.
Ah,
It's
okay,
gonna
I'm
make a
sorry.
voodoo doll.
Give me a reason why, and then I'll
Alright.
consider.
Well, it's either that or a kilo cell, your choice. I'm not gonna give you my puppets for free, they're hard to make.
I'll give you a kilo cell.
Damn, for hair.
For puppet.
Oh well. Use the hair. Alright, which puppet would you like? Would you like this one? Would you like this? He's like pretty like different socks out.
I asked Isabella to
She's no longer
choose.
there. You watch
She's
her
no
walk,
longer there.
you watch her walk out with like the worm in her finger, and she's just like entranced, just like walking, looking at the worm as it like travels down her finger.
That bitch.
I call her, Isabella,
Oh yeah,
come.
that one. And she just like randomly points to like in the general direction of the box.
You're pointing to everything. Choose one.
That one. And she walks out.
What is that one?
And she's gone.
Fuck's sake.
With the
Uh,
boots.
Here, look, how about this one? And he sort of like digs deeper. And he pulls out this one. And it's this small girl with short brown hair. And it's like, this one kind of looks like her, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay, I'll just get that then.
Or what about this? That is your sister, not right? Yeah, right? Yes?
Yes.
Have you a mother?
What?
Have you a mother? Like, you know, the woman that births you when you are a baby.
Do you have a
Mother gives the...
I
You do know what a mother is, don't you? Oh,
I do I have a mother. That's how I was born.
Well,
and how
yes,
I'm here, but
how does she look like? I cannot for whether she is around.
I don't remember.
You can make it. It is your mother.
What?
It is your mother. You can make it up.
Uh, long brunette hair,
Much like yourself.
and she always wears like a, what do you call those? Aprons. Yeah, like a beach
Do you think she'll
apron.
remember
Damn. Okay.
Do you think she'll remember what?
how your mother looks?
How I remember?
Will she remember how her mother looked?
Isabel. I think she's too young to remember.
Well, then maybe this would remind you. And you watch him reach his finger out towards you, towards your head.
Oh shit.
He stopped for a second. He's like, "Do you mind?"
What are you gonna do? And
He-
I reach for my dagger.
He just poop you on the forehead. There's a small poke. And as he pokes, you feel a bit of sweat like pulled off of your forehead. Well, that's at least what it feels like. And his finger's empty. And then he just does this around his hand, the sock that he had on his hand. And you watch as a wig begins to form, almost like plucked out from the ether. Hell, you watch this material form, and reddish hair begins to form at the top of this sock. You see a beige apron form, and you can see like stains on the apron from constant baking and cooking that she had to do for the village that you remember, a child. You notice the red scar that goes across her arm, almost like a large dot arm, a right arm.
A red skull?
Scar. C
Oh, sorry.
M Y.
I heard skull.
And the sock, as he removes the sock off of his hand, the sock begins to sort of form into this clay-like figure. And it's roughly about that tall. And it looks pretty similar to your mother, from what you remember at least. And he says this will remember. This will let her remember.
Thanks.
Tell her for taking the worm off my hand. She gets this.
Okay.
And you just feel one hair just like be removed off of your stuff. And he's like, this is fine, thank you. Go now.
Fuck. Okay. Thanks. See you around, I guess.
And
It was fucking great.
Kira, is it?
Huh?
Kira, is it? Is that your? Is that
Yes.
what you want to be called?
Yes.
I like your original name better. Take care. And he gets up and he picks up the box, and him and the halflings begin to walk out. Mortis, from you and RatRod's perception rather, you watch Isabel walk out with this little like worm in her finger. And strangely enough, RatRod, she walks towards you, and she sits down in front of you. And she places the worm like in between the two of you. And give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
God damn, what the f is wrong with her?
I wouldn't say it. Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
Wait, is it like one of those mind flayer worms?
That's a 9.
Shit.
Nine.
9.
The two of you just sit there, and for a better part of 10 minutes, just stare at this worm. You just watch the worm as it whirls around, and it makes you. It brings this feeling over you that you are very small in a very large world, RatRod. The more you look at this worm, the more it doesn't make you feel as small anymore. It makes you feel a bit bigger. And you just stare. You just can't help but just like out of curiosity, the same way you stared at this dragonborn woman, you stare at this worm for just a long time, the two of you. Malkius just being completely confused with the situation. Shortly after you watch Kira step up.
I
Wait, can
forgot
we
to
decide?
ask his name.
Can we
Can I
like
go-
definitively decide? Is it Isabella or Isabella?
Isabella,
Isabella, okay.
Can I go back and ask his name?
he is no longer there.
I'm gonna call her Belle Delphine.
Why he just disappeared?
No, he went off. You can run after him if you want.
Can I shout?
You don't see him running around. If you're just gonna
Oh
shout,
fuck, never mind.
chase
I'm
him if
just-
you want. He
I'm just gonna name him Puppet Guy.
Puppet master.
the puppet man.
No, Puppet Guy.
Puppet dude.
The puppet man.
Puppet
Puppet Land.
Boo.
Puppet man.
Puppet
The guy,
sir.
the weird ass.
The Lord of the Puppets.
Yes, Lord of Puppets.
Lord of the puppets.
Mr. Puppet.
So,
Professor Puppet.
Is he a wizard or something? What the hell? I just got like a out of world experience.
They call him
Puppet.
a brief moment later, Malkius, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Hmm?
And it's not like a gentle tap, it's like a. And you turn around and you look at Ramirez, and he's like awkwardly bending over, which is why he's tapping you so hard because you can't like hold that. It's like, quick.
Yes?
I need to talk to you. Where's your...
I need to talk to you as well.
Here we know.
Yes.
You go first. No,
Oh.
you go.
I just wanted to ask, since you said you know the streets, places, and shit. Those were your words.
Those were...
Where do people in Good North generally go to let loose and have fun? Like a tavern or any place of entertainment.
I'm gonna go to the toilet, be right back.
Sure. When you mean entertainment, are you talking about like the XXX type, or are you talking about just going to get some drinks?
Any kind.
Be honest.
No, all of them.
Shit, there's a lot.
I do have some SFW work as well available.
I don't doubt that. Well, there are smothering of places. There is the Jade Palace that's not too far from here. It's the closest one.
What was the one I went to last time, DM?
That was at the marketplace. That was just a
Right.
random hotel next to the market.
Right.
He doesn't mention the market. He says, well, there is that place where Rosie is. People tend to go there to get drunk. I haven't gone to a bar in ages. There are a lot of good ones in Good South, that's for sure. Like the Undermine there is pretty fantastic.
I thought Good South was overrun with beasts.
Overrun is not the right word to use. There's just a lot. There's a lot of fucking beasts. Good South.
I see. So Good South would be a better place to
I didn't say that. I just said that there are good places in Good South. Doesn't mean it's a better place. But yeah, for now, I guess Jade Palace is a pretty nice place. I can send you the coordinates later. I have your number. What is your purpose of going? Or are you not going to tell me?
What does the Jade Palace normally deal with? Is it like a nightclub or?
Well, it is what do they call it? A brewery? I don't. Of medicinal value. They tend to make all sorts of herbs that make you, That's oftentimes I go there to stock up on my my pipe work. But other than that, they are good. They have a pretty good bar. They have some nice drinks. Some sort of like shrimp cola thing that they created is pretty damn spectacular. Other than that, I couldn't say so myself. They have, criminal undermining work is happening a lot in parts. If that's what you're looking for, you're gonna find it easily.
And then what about, as you mentioned, those of the more adult variety?
Stay at the Jaded Palace till the Howlers come out. And the Howlers will come out. If you know what I mean.
Thank you. Yes, I do know what you mean.
I'm sure you do. The motel is kind of a nasty place if you want to go to it. The marketplace. If you want, I could probably look about for another place that'll be of use. But as long as it's business worth and not just...
It is. In
your
fact,
business worth,
if you can get me, if you can find more places for me that are exciting, any place where
I'm an
people
old man.
let
who's
loose,
here to help
I
you.
will give you an uncharged kilo sale for each place.
I don't need your money. I have way more than you. I'm a maker of kilo cells. I can make my own.
It was just a gesture of goodwill.
You tried. No worries. It's fine. If need be, I'll find some for you. I'll ask Danny to hook you up.
I'll do something for you.
His son probably knows more than us. Anyways, I want to speak to your friend, the small one. Where is he?
He's over there having an existential crisis.
RatRod, if you're still there. After a long while of staring at this worm, this green little worm that's just like fucking having a go at life, you walk over And when you walk over, sorry, you feel this man that you talked to earlier walk over, and he's sort of like, damn it. Oh, he cracks his back. He leans forward and he looks down for a moment. Okay, national 19, fine. He looks over the world for a while. He looks at you. Looks at the world. Looks at Isabella. Back at you. You know, my wife said my worm was a lot more interesting. And he just waits for a reply. He just sits there and just stares at you.
Am I still in trance or anything? Or
His voice sort of gets you out of it.
okay.
And you blink for a moment, you look up, and you catch eyes with him. And he's just staring at you.
Shout.
You are not accustomed to talking first, are you?
No, I've been looking at this world.
I realize. RatRod, right?
Yeah.
What are you exactly? Are you?
I'm a rock gnome.
I know what you are. Like,
I'm a wizard.
what are your?
gnome.
You're trying to be a wizard.
Yeah. Speaking of
I
that,
tell you.
do you know any tutors around here?
Any what?
Tutors. Especially those who specialize in
Oh,
the
yeah.
evocation.
Oh, you're that level. I thought you were a wizard. Oh dear. Well, message Danny. Danny will know.
Danny.
There are a couple of tutors. You might have to get one from one of the tribes.
Tribes.
Just don't ask from the Water tribe. They're not very nice people.
Water tribes. Alright, got it.
Yeah, they're a bunch of assholes.
They're the ones that try to kill us.
Yeah, I typed technology. They are one of my enemies.
One of them.
Nah, outside.
Oh, sorry. He says, yeah, Danny will have some good insight on that. The elders are pretty good at teaching. Perhaps you could take some lessons from them. I thought you were some wizard. My apologies. I didn't mean to assume.
Wait, why is he finding? Is he looking for a tutor for his arcane tradition?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Because
you
you
need
have to either go to a school or get taught. So, well, I mean, you go to school to get taught. So yeah, he has to get taught.
I thought you could just self-study.
You
Because
could.
like, when it says
It's not
school of
period.
evocation, it's more like school of thought
Yeah,
than literal school.
but oftentimes you would need a teacher of sorts to guide you through it. To sort of get you at the right path in the direction that you're trying to get into. And if not that, then you need to have the material, which he does not.
Right. Just like a shit ton of books.
Yeah, a lot. Anyways, RatRod, you'll get that sorted out, not to worry. I'm sure Danny will give you good prices. I have some questions. Now, from the report that Danny had given to me, based on what the two of you had experienced last night, you and your friend Cunt, was it?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Interesting name for a man. I assume he is a man. Anyways, point is, he's not a man.
He's a beta man. He's a beta man.
He doesn't qualify as a man.
Sounds like you bloods do not like this man. You know what? You'll get along with him eventually, I pray.
All of you to call him a man.
I like your style. Anyways, RatRod, based on the report that was given to Danny based on what happened to the two of you last night, I would like to confer some things with you. Firstly being, when you went to the tower, what did you see? We were told that there were bodies. Were there bodies?
At the security post, there were some bodies, and
Do you know how many?
at the security post,
There were
uh,
two, I believe. Three.
there were about
Three.
two, yeah, two
Two.
or three, yeah.
How do you see how many bodies did you count, or were you not able to tell?
Are you talking about the one at the security post or the one
For
all
now,
the way
for
at the
now,
top
for now, the posts. I think
post?
posts.
There were some dismembered bodies.
When you say dismembered, what do you mean? What do the bodies look like? Were they like cut up, chopped, burned?
Uh, they were basically torn apart, I guess.
On a part, like a beast attack?
Yeah.
Was it something that a beast could do, or was it something that a beast could not do?
I think so. I think it is.
And as for the control tower, you said we were told there were many bodies that were found there.
That was your room.
Right.
It was messy.
Messy. How were there many bodies?
Too many.
What happened to these bodies? Do you know?
I it's just a bunch of organs splattered around all over the room. I wouldn't say there's any bodies.
Something a beast could do, or are we still not talking about beasts anymore?
I'd assume it's some supernatural means.
You see him sort of sit back. Give me an inside check, RatRod. As he sits back and like starts stroking at his beard, he's thinking for a long while. He seems very distressed. 8? It's hard to read. But from what you understanding from like simple like communication skills, you kind of understand. You get the hint that he's getting more worried as you continue describing what you saw. He says,
You seem troubled, Romulus.
yes, because no beast would be able to get up that tower. Neither would howlers unless beckoned. But even then, the howlers would have great difficulty getting up there.
No, but yesterday it seemed pretty easy for them to climb out.
What, the howlers?
Yeah, we fought 3 of
There
them.
were howlers on the tower.
Yeah, we fought like 5, and we killed 3 of them.
They were
on the tower. Yeah.
That's troubling news.
Maybe something helped them.
Well, that would be the correct thing to assume, because howlers are simply not smart enough to crawl up.
Maybe they're evolving.
They have not possible.
No?
Think of a howler as the de-evolution of
So
Silvercut.
are you saying that someone's controlling them? Is it possible?
Perhaps not controlling, rather, I don't know. Well, if there's anything suspicious that you guys come across ever again, do let me know.
Will do.
One more thing, or well, actually 2 more things. One of them being, Danny mentioned a sample. What sample?
Sample? Oh, he sticks his hand deep into his Finlucia that fumbles around and takes out the bottle and
What do you
shows it to him.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
jerking off. You just...
yeah, it does seem like he's jerking off. Yeah.
Jesus. By the gods.
Yeah.
What is this? And he takes it in his hand. He looks at the bottle.
It's the fluid or some sort of thingy that we found in the room.
Put it in a thermal flask. I kind of like that idea. He opens it up and he looks inside. As he pops it open, you immediately watch, like he's holding it. I don't have a bottle with me. I'm going to use this. Say suppose this is the bottle.
Yeah.
He opens it up and he like looks inside. It's cashew nuts, by the way. And you just watch as some of it just like and it like lands on his arm, and like begins to trickle down. And he isn't startled by it, but he just he just watches it trickle down before putting a finger and picking it up and then pouring it back inside. He covers it immediately. You watch him bag it. He says, "I can't stay here much longer. I'll be heading off soon. I have one more question for the two of you. Oh, well, the one of you, since your other friend decided not to come. Now, I was told that something happened to the fences, and there was some sort of hoo-ha creature thing that was looking at the two of you. What was that about? Do you know?"
I couldn't really see, but I guess I'm assuming you were howlers. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
What did they do? What happened? Do you know?
Basically, there was some sort of creatures who were banging at the bottom of the tower. That's all I know.
They were banging at the bottom of the tower.
I'm sure he meant like
No, yeah. Damn. Damn, naughty, bro.
what do you mean by begging? What do you mean by begging?
They were destroying the foundation of the tower.
Oh no, no! I wasn't. Those were, I believe, howlers. I've seen them do that kind of sporadic thing before, out of pure hatred for, well, us. I was referring more to whatever had destroyed the fences. Were you told about this, or is it only in the mind of your friend?
We don't know. When we came, the fences were already destroyed.
Hmm. And how were they destroyed? What did it look like?
Is there any fences around? I can show an example. You feel me?
There are no fences in the immediate area,
Damn it.
but you watch him like take his hand out and like do this, and it's like was it like this, like this, like this, or was it this with a no,
The third one.
like this?
I assume that one. Yeah.
And am I the tower or are you the tower?
You are? Yes.
He looks at his hands for a while.
It was breach. Yes, yeah.
No one correctly assumed. He looks at the bottle in his hand. He says, "I'm going to take this if you don't know. Well done, the two of you. For the rest of you, Godspeed." And he gets up and he just shuffles away.
Goodbye.
Wait, was there any reward for the mission side quest?
Not from him.
Oh,
But he shuffles away.
Okay.
And the three of you plus Isabella are left on the roof, save for Cicely, who is still sitting down staring off. The rain at this point has already stopped. There's a very cool breeze that is like gently flowing through, and you can hear through the building. What do you guys want to do?
I want to say hi to Cecily.
Can I ask who the hell is Cicely?
The dragon bomb.
Oh, Dragonborn. Okay. Wait, do you guys know her?
Yeah, we met
Yeah.
her when we were talking.
Oh, is that the Dragonborn you're describing, Jacob?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's very nice person.
As you now realize. So, Kira, you get up and you slowly walk over towards Cicely. Isabella does not follow. She's still enthralled by this worm. Who is still in that same spot, just like fucking having a go at life. Like that right there, boom. The worm is twerking for Isabella. You walk over to the roof side and you sort of sit next to her. She doesn't look at you, she just keeps looking forward. You hear a very soft sigh coming from her.
Coming from what?
From her, from Cicely.
You okay?
That man used to perform ever since I was a little girl.
Oh. It's quite old.
I would say ancient.
Is he like a sorcerer or something?
I wouldn't say. He's a special man with a very special heart.
He's a magic man.
He is.
He is staring out to while she says, "Do you know how long I've been here?"
No idea, ma'am.
67, almost 68 years.
God damn.
Wow.
These buildings never change. Save for the color. After a while, the color fades away. Howl of the wind.
You could blow them up.
What's that first?
You could blow them up. Yeah.
But what would be the fun of that? Then it wouldn't be a nice view to gawk at.
I'd imagine there'd be more of a view if you remove the buildings.
Perhaps. Well, that depends
What's
on
the furthest you've been?
What's that?
What's the furthest you've been?
Around? Oh, I've been around. I've been around.
Do you by any chance know what the puppet man name is?
Sweetheart, sometimes you don't need to ask. Just allow this
Okay,
goodness
then.
to flow through you.
Never mind.
But perhaps maybe one day if you find him again, he might tell you. That makes
Huh?
things a little bit too. Perhaps one day if you find him again, he might tell you. Make things interesting.
How often do they have the puppet shows?
Whenever he feels like it, which is quite often. He might have one a couple weeks from now as well.
Mm.
It's the same show, really. It's all the same stories. He just changes the order.
Do you think the stories are true?
It's a nice thought, isn't it?
Sky Village.
Yeah. Humans in perfect harmony, living high above a war-torn.
Humans.
Well, from the stories, they seem to only be good. Bless you, Doc. Once again.
I'm so sorry.
It is a
Not
bit
orange
cold
is
up here,
making
isn't it?
It is.
You know what I wonder sometimes?
Honestly, no, but sure, tell me.
When I sit here, I look across the horizon. And if you see carefully over there, you can see the distant mountainous range past Good North, past. I wish one day my father came home.
Is it where we were? The mountains?
No. This is
Another side.
no. This further. It was further. She's pointing down like the western direction. This is
Oh.
past. This is way past. This is way past. You guys are quite high enough to see quite far.
Hmm.
And the buildings, like from you to that direction, is mostly shorter, so you can pretty much see a pretty good range. And you see the distance, very faded away. You can see a mountain range. She says, "Sometimes I wish my father would come over those hills. Big, very big." I miss him very much.
When was the last time
Feels
you
bad, man.
saw him?
2 questions at once. What happened?
Sorry.
I just said feels bad, man.
Yeah, a little, doesn't it?
I know what it's like to live without a father. I'm sure lots of people around here do.
A smile fade. Well, if only it weren't so.
What?
Well, if only it weren't so.
If only. Alas,
It's a good thing. Perhaps it's designed to help us push forward in life and survive on it. Maybe it's good. You never know. I mean, I've survived for 67 years. That's long, long.
yes. You know how old I am?
Let me guess. 31.
No.
Oh, what a
700.
ghost. Oh, don't bullshit me, silly boy.
I'm just kidding. It's only 100.
I know a young one I see.
Can't I roll deception?
Go ahead, roll deception.
Okay.
My God.
It's kind of redundant at this point.
Let's wait. 24.
What? You got 20?
24.
No, what's your base?
I rolled 18. Wait, no. 18. 23. 23.
Took a picture. Took a picture. Took a picture. Took a picture.
What?
I took a picture.
Man,
No
no
bullshit.
baby.
Nope.
Wait.
For a brief moment, she was like, no way. Oh boy, if you were 100, man, I would be way out of my league, wouldn't I? You almost got me there too. You're a really good liar. I like it. I like good lies. Although if I give you a bit of truth myself, I don't actually have a husband. That was a joke.
And
You
with
guys see-
that, RatRod tries to sit beside her and attempts to flirt. Damn, girl, that ass.
She turns towards you. Aren't you a chubby little fellow?
He's smiling, bro. Proudly.
You know, the best part is that RatRod does not know her true nature.
Yes. I'm just trying not to laugh.
And she turns over and she looks at you, RatRod, and says, "You're a charming little one, aren't you?" She looks at you again, like almost like a mother, like this time. And she brings her arms down and she just gently just taps your head. She casts calm emotions.
Oh, fuck. God damn it, I don't have dispel magic.
It's not a harmful thing. It simply just makes you feel calm and happy.
No.
And, you feel this like warm, like little fuzz in your body, and you just feel a sense of peace for just a brief few moments, for about like 2 or 3 minutes. You just feel like relaxed, like just after a massage, and the person lets go, and you're like you just fleet. She looks back out. Well, I better be going. The market should be closed. What did you say?
I'm just kidding, no.
What did you say?
I said I cast Eldritch Blast on her.
Oh no!
No.
I want to kill something.
Hey, yo, you want to do it? I got your back, bro. I got your back, man. I got your back. RatRod got your back, bro.
Is anyone else on the roof?
Oh my god! No, there's no one else in the room.
We're not going to assassinate this woman.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. She looks back out and she gives one more long sigh. She slowly stands back up. She says, she like adjusts her clothing. And RatRod, this is when you realize, doesn't have a very feminine shaped dragonborn body, as you recall.
No.
And she looks over at you looking and says, "Oh, darling, don't stare too much. Anyways, I better be off. The market should be closing soon. Please drop by again. I love your present. Especially you, darling." And she points to Kira.
Come here, give me a hug. Hug.
Oh, you're not that close. No, actually, no. Make a persuasion check for me.
Fuck.
I would say with advantage because she likes you the most.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't need to roll another one. This is net 20.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I got 24 total.
Holy hell! Why are we all like rolling so high now? um. Oh, come here, sweetheart. And she gives you a big hug. And it's not a very comfortable hug. She has a lot of scales on her body, which look very beautiful. But in like close quarters, you can feel like rubbing against your skin and it feels kind of uncomfortable. But you give her a hug all the same and it feels quite nice. She is very warm. She lets go. She says, "I better be off now." She wraps the scarf around her head, covering her main cowl, and she says, "How do you?" And she walks away.
Like,
Right, Malkius.
Oh, she waves back at you, RatRod. And you feel the spell kind of like lift off, and like the flirtation really comes back again.
We should probably.
were we supposed to get
Probably.
any tasks from Danny today?
Well, I mean, you haven't reported back to Danny yet, so he doesn't even know if you're alive.
Could we report back to Danny?
Can we go back first? It's kind of late, right?
What time is it?
Like 6.
Right now it's roughly about 6:15, going on to dusk in about an hour to an hour from.
Could we just like crash at Danny's place?
You are not at Danny's place at all. You are nowhere near his place.
Where normally would we find Danny?
Danny is. You don't know where he lives personally, but you know that usually you can find him at the building that you guys were at in the first day of session.
Would he still be there in the evening?
You wouldn't know. You'd have to call him to see if he's there.
I have
Then
my,
it is Danny. You do have your 2
I
messages.
never use my messages. Hey, what's up, Dan? I send a message saying,
What's
Hello.
lovely about these? Oh yeah, go ahead. Hello.
Good afternoon, Danny. Kaimira, the Kaimira are well. Any updates for us?
It takes you about like 20-30 odd seconds before look at the thing, and then a small blue display forms, and you can see his face. And as this happens, Isabella sort of like perks up from the worm finally, and she gets up and she walks over with the worm on her finger, and she kind of like looks over. You see Danny's face sort of like pixelate, and he's like, "Hey,
Hello.
hi."
Hi.
So, Ramirez is good. Have you met him yet?
I was supposed to. I chickened out.
Why?
Bitch. Anyway,
But he's not a very. He's a scary man. I did talk to him. I
okay.
apologized.
I understand.
I said I would meet him today, and then I told him I can't meet him because my son fell sick, which is a lie. But you don't have to tell him that.
I understand that. Just the next time you meet him, it'll be a lot scarier.
I'm sure, and I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, what's up? What can I do?
Any news for us?
Have you completed your duties? Oh, I know that RatRod did, and Ingrad as well. You poor fucking souls. Where are you?
RatRod shouts, "Where's my money, fool?"
Can you show me RatRod? RatRod, you were not supposed to. What happened? That was not supposed to happen. That place was not overrun 2 weeks before. In fact, I was there about a week and a half ago, and there was nothing wrong.
You better pay me triple.
Oh, we'll see to that. But for now, are you okay? Are you and Ingrad okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Dear God. I can't even begin to explain what you might have seen. I can't comprehend. But for now, do let me know. Let Mr. Ramirez know if there are anything that pops up or anything that's weird or anything at all that you need to understand. If you don't understand a certain item, he's your guy. I hope you understand that. As for Malkius and Kira, thank you for contacting him. He is an asset, as you guys have noticed. Same thing for you. He is a tinkerer. He is very smart with it. Talk to him if you don't understand any piece of equipment you guys find.
Could I ask? It's right here. Never mind.
Oh no, that's all I wanted to say. What's?
Oh. Could I? Do you have any more tasks for us?
Already? Jeez.
I'll be honest with you, Danny. If you don't tell me to kill something soon, like in the next hour or so, I might end up committing a hate crime.
In the next hour or so.
Yes.
I'm going to commit a hate crime.
Well, lucky for you, in the next hour or so, there will be a lot of things crawling around for you to go kill.
For
Oh my
fuck's sake.
god.
I'm gonna commit a hate crime.
He-
Is there anyone you don't like? Any trouble in the area? Any criminals you need to go after? Anyone with a bounty on them, please?
You were like, you were like my group when we first began. We thought we were fucking shit. We thought we were the shit. Please don't go down the rabbit hole. Take your time.
That's him only, not us. That's him.
No. I want to kill something.
I'm sure
with
you
him,
do.
You know what? Fine. I'm gonna go out to face the howlers
I
myself.
will take this. I believe the next most important thing that you guys need to look into is either server maintenance, seeing as if one server has been taken down, perhaps it would be wise to send all of you to another server to make sure that everything is okay and intact. A systematic patrol unit would be useful. Oh, right, you guys are new dwellers. How have you been going with the cells? Do you need a charging port? Do you know where the charging ports are?
No.
Oh no.
Okay, maybe we can do that. We can do that next. I'll send you some schematics maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
What else do we need? Keep close to Mr. Ramirez for whatever RatRod and Ingrad had found in that place. I'm not too sure what it is. Both equipments, whatever you have found, please give it to him. Let him look through it. I think it would be very wise. He knows a lot about these things, I'm sure.
Indeed, he does.
I do have something to say. I've had a bit of pressing news lately with the Water Tribe and some disarrayed associations in Good South.
Mm-hmm.
Come January 1st, I'm going to need you all to be stationed at Good South. A new team will be deployed here. It'll be a much smaller team, probably comprising of 2 or 3 members, just to keep things simple here since everything is too fucking simple here. But come January 1st, I will be sending you there. You guys will be much needed there to instill some form of order. Hope you guys understand. Take your time with this. It is still, the 11th of December? 12th? I don't remember. You still have some time.
Okay.
But for now, just be wary, be safe. You met that sweetheart, haven't you? The colorful one, the dragonborn.
The one with the ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
The one with the who?
The ass.
Whatever floats your boat, RatRod.
She's
Whatever floats your boat.
talking about Cecily.
Yes, that's her name. I forgot it was S or Sophie or something. Anyways. She's a lovely chap. Do visit the marketplace whenever you can. You know where it is, yes?
Yes.
She will get you hooked up. Everything that you need. Yeah. I have a lot to think about. I'm sorry. As for Mr. Ramirez, perhaps tomorrow or another day, please go by. Find out whatever he found, whatever it is. Find out what it is. Find out how you can help. Anything.
Of course.
Please take care of yourselves. Goodbye.
Always.
Hit the goes off. Isabella's like, he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. It's alright. We should probably head home now. It's getting dark.
Yeah, we probably should. Can we shoot down?
Shoot down?
I tried it yesterday.
What do you mean?
I'll show you.
Jacob,
Yeah.
in my background is entertainer, which means I can always find a place to perform, usually an inn or tavern, but possibly a theatre or even noble's court. At such a place, I receive free lodging and food of a modest or comfortable standard depending on the quality of the establishment. So, is the Jade Palace a place in which I could perform?
We don't
I have
have
proficiency.
the coordinates of it yet. I don't know where it is.
The what?
We don't have the coordinates of it yet. Mr. Ramirez only told you of its location. You would have to ask either him or Danny where it is. Or you can ask around.
Okay,
But
but
if you do know, then yeah, that would be something you can do. The marketplace as well, you can do the exact same thing there.
but it says I can find a place to perform.
Have at it if you want to go look for a place to perform at this time. You are quite a whiles away. Other than this building, all the other buildings seem to be unoccupied in the current.
Has Mr. Ramirez
Yeah.
left the building already?
If you head down by the chute, you'd probably be able to catch him in time.
I tried to chase after him.
Isabella runs over to the open elevator rooms. At the side, you see about like 9 to 10 packs. She takes one off. She puts it on herself. She like buckles it up and she like tightens it by the strap. She says, "Okay, you guys do it too."
Okay. You grab the thing on.
The straps do fit all three of you, as in Isabella, Malkius, Kira. RatRod, it's a bit big for you.
What is?
This strange strap thing that she calls a chute. She's putting it on right now and she plans to jump. So for what reason, no one would know. But you can either go tandem or you can put it on prey.
I have rope. I could tie him to me.
Do you want to?
Wait, if you. But then. Okay. Sure.
What was your rebuttal?
Nah.
How far is the drop down?
It's about like 30, 40 floors.
Yeah, no, okay.
That's enough time. Yeah, okay.
You ready?
Fuck it, let's go.
So each with Malkius strapped onto RatRod strapped onto Malkius, Kira on you, Isabella on her own. You guys have a look over. She's like, "What are you waiting for?" And she just jumps and she says, "Pull the string," as she falls. You guys look down and you all each have a small little thing. This little hook, and the hook is attached to a string that's attached to the backpack. And you look down, and as she falls, you just see white. And it just descends. Slowly.
I jump.
Make a dexterity check.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
Like
That's a bad
normal?
A what?
Yeah.
And that one.
You are net
Yeah.
one?
+2, so it's a 3.
Adios. mate.
If that's the case, make a dexterity saving throw. While that's happening. What'd you roll, Mission?
I've got a 14.
14.
I don't
You
have to roll,
fall.
right?
You don't roll. You are
I'm a
falling
passenger.
along. Yep.
My saving throw is a 21.
21.
Yeah.
Okay. As you jump, you first goes Kira, and she jumps and she falls for about half distance. When she realizes she's getting a bit too close to the white underneath her, you pull the thing, and as you pull it, one of the straps comes up and it goes up to your armpits and then around your hands. and you have these two like hooks that are wrapped around your fingers here. And attached to string, and then the string sort of like opens up as you fall, as you plummet down. And you look up, and this small like circular cloth has opened up above you. And you've seen this before somewhere, like in a picture, but like never really thought it was like a thing. But for some reason, this thing begins to collect air as you fall down. And you begin to fall a bit slower. And you realize if you pull this one, you go a little bit to the left. And you pull this one, you go a bit to the right. Malkius, on the other hand, as you jump off, you immediately pull the thing. The thing shoots out, and you begin to plummet while it's still trying to unfurl without being able to catch the wind. Within seconds, you are almost reaching her Kira's her parachute area. But with that dexterity saving throw, you manage to sort of like shimmy your way around it. And as she's falling here, you sort of like fall with her, and you fall past her. Kira, you watch as Malkius just falls with RatRod in hand as the two of them fall. For a brief moment of pause, you get a bit worried, and then you see. And then. Oh. It takes roughly about 10 to 15 seconds to get from the top to the bottom, which is so much faster than like the half an hour it takes to scale these fucking buildings. You guys slowly come to a landing, and there's someone there to collect the bag for you as you guys like get covered with this cloth. This man is pretty large Minotaur man. He comes up to you and he
It's not the same Minotaur man, is it?
No, he's not. He's a Minotaur and half wolf, half man. He's quite large, quite buff. He has a nice suit on, and he's like sort of like unraveling the chutes and then like taking the backpacks off of you and giving you guys a slap on the back as you guys go out of the place. All right, everyone, see y'all later.
Thank you.
And he has to like fold the stuff like slowly. He's like his big fingers like trying to like fold it gently right in the back. Not long afterwards, you guys find yourself back at Kira's house. You guys track backwards. Oh, you wanted to meet Mr. Ramirez, right?
Yeah.
You do catch him. You catch him on the way down. He steps off of the stairwell, and on the way out, he sees you. He's like, "Ah, yes."
Mr. Ramirez, you never did give me the coordinates of the Jade Palace.
Oh shit! What about that? Sorry. Oh, one moment. Let me just. And he reaches into his bag. He pulls out a small notebook. And let's see. I'm gonna resend. I'm gonna resend this thing. Except. Wait, can I? Shit! I want to draw a picture on it. Damn it! I was gonna draw a picture like a draw thing on it, but it didn't work. He sends you. He shows you on this like small little parchment map that he has of Good North, and it looks like it's at the far like bottom of it, Good North, to the far right. You see the like two things that look down at the south of Good North. Two little boxes on the south of Good North, the dotted line.
Yep.
There's one on the left, there's one on the right, right?
Yep.
It is in the middle of the one on the right. He says it's close to the border, and you will know it's a border by the huge fences that cover it off. But if you see the fences, you're getting too close, so it's roughly in the middle there somewhere. You should be able to find it.
And there wouldn't happen to be any notification. I'm assuming yes. Yeah. I wouldn't happen to have any notifications or messages from any interested parties in my services from advertising.
Look at as I assume, is that everything I want to say to Mr. Ramirez?
Yes, I shake his hand. Thank you very much.
Very much welcome. Just hope we don't go and do things I don't want to know about. Um,
Well, I won't tell you about them.
Very well. That suits me much better. In fact, I'm gonna go home. He just walks out.
That's me.
You guys check your time, and it's roughly about like 10 minutes before your clocks begin to start beeping. Where are you guys gonna go?
I make my way to the Jade Palace.
Oh, at this time. Very well. The two of you following, or
Why
is he-
can't you wait until like tomorrow?
Fine, I go to my dungeon. I'll go tomorrow.
go to your dungeon?
Yeah. My place of rest.
Yes.
In case.
Yes, for the two of you.
I'm gonna bring my sister back. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go home with my sister.
As for RatRod,
Where's Malkius going?
Malkius is
Okay.
going back to his house.
My house.
Shit, I don't know what to do, bro. It's at night already, right?
It's gonna be nighttime soon. Very soon.
Where's Ingrad? He's living at Kira's house.
Ingrad is, well, you guys left him at Kira's house. He may or may not still be there.
Shit. I got no idea, fool.
You all like go back to your own house.
I have my own house. Is it a cave or is it a house?
What's that?
Is my house a cave or a normal house?
It is a shelter, and it's a one-story shelter, and you go inside, and essentially your people had like made this hole in the ground to where the basement was, and had opened up the basement floor, so it's literally like a slided thing, and there's this huge like underground thing.
Right. Sure.
It's not like a tunnel-based area or like a cave. It's just like this basement that was made into a house.
I wanted to hunt
Inside of a
some
shop.
howlers, but alright then. Yeah, we'll proceed back to our houses.
What did you want? What did you say?
I wanted to hunt down some howlers.
You want to hunt down some howlers?
Yeah.
If he's gonna hunt howlers, I'm joining.
Too dangerous, mate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
No,
bring my sister back first and then I'll join.
If you're gonna go
Shit.
hunting, I'm coming with you.
Hey, if you're up for hunting, then I'm out, so bro.
Let's go. Level 2.
Level 3, let's go, bro. Level
You know, RatRod, I got 2 spell slots now.
I'm bringing my sister back
baby. I got
first.
3, baby.
And then I'll meet up with you guys.
What's the plan?
That's the plan?
What's the plan? What's going on?
This might be a very stupid idea, but
I'm game. That'll be awesome.
shit. Where's the hunting grounds? Or is
Yeah,
it
how
like
about this?
when-
We make our way towards my house, but in the meantime, we try to see what we can get. Like on the way there.
Yeah, sure. I mean, but Kira's has to. Where is your house and Kira's house near?
We're like around
It'll be on
the area.
It's
Yeah.
from where you guys are. It's about 10 minutes to Kira's house, and it's about an hour walk to Kai's house.
You
Maybe
want
more
to
than
return Isabel first, right?
Yes.
I would say
the. We
actually.
return Isabel and then we go on a
Yeah,
trip,
yeah, on a
Oh,
trip
and-
to yours, yeah.
on a hunting trip.
Okay.
You guys are really gonna do that without me.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Well, screw you.
Maybe...
Me and Trent are out.
Trent?
Yeah, I call him Trent. He's cute.
Okay, bye Trent.
I pet Trent.
I'm gonna eat Trent.
You guys walk back.
Do I know what type of worm Trent is?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a nature check with disadvantage.
Any reason why?
What, disadvantage?
Yeah.
Because you've never studied beast ecology before, because no one does. So you'd be making a wild guess, and you don't have many ideas.
Oh, okay. 18, even with disadvantage.
Some sort of like look like some sort of like a tree worm, some sort of like a worm that like sits on leaves and just eats leaves. It's your best guess, which is pretty good guess at this point. You can't tell if it's like magical in nature or anything. It just looks like a worm. Anywho, you all sort of head back to Kira's place, and in a few moments you guys get back to the main building. It's roughly about 5-minute walk. It was 10 minutes because of the rain earlier on. And you guys get back up and you drop Isabella off. You enter the house and Ingrad is still there,
What's he doing?
hanging out.
Just sitting in a chair looking at the wall.
Well, in your absence, he did not do much.
He's an NPC.
But we'll find out what he does soon. Anyways, it says, what are y'all doing?
We came back from the puppet show.
Oh, it was the puppet show.
You missed a lot.
That's great.
Good.
What?
We're gonna go kill some homies.
Yeah. We're gonna go outside. We're gonna go hunt.
His eyes like, oh.
Yeah.
So, can I come?
No,
Sure.
Are we gonna die? Oh, die.
Yeah.
No.
maybe.
You guys will die. I'm gonna go to
No,
tea.
no.
Somebody goes to pee.
Sweet.
As you drop off,
I see as well.
well, everyone's gonna go hang and pee. As you guys are taking a piss, everyone's just like sort of like taking a shower in the house. Dusk begins to fall. As nighttime begins to set and you hear the familiar zzz, 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 zzz. Your flashing watches, the time displayed on the screen. It is closing time, but for some adventurers, maybe not. Maybe the night is still young. You all gather your equipment, ensure that you're all full health, you're all ready to go. Gather your stuff. You step out into the open air, the rooftop of this building. It's cool breeze, very, very cool breeze, just floats. As you guys look over, now you know it's about an hour-long trek, maybe a bit more, maybe about 2 hours to get to Malkius' base, or dungeon as he likes to call it. As you guys sit for a while, just beckoning, trying to hear for any sort of sign outlets. Any one of you, or all of you, go ahead and give me a perception check.
All of us?
Yeah, I would say all of you.
19 plus 1.
15.
How much?
1.
1. Not so much for Ingrad. Start with 1. You don't see much. You don't hear much. Although in the distance you do hear a bird call, but after a while the bird call goes silent. Usual for at night when all the beasts go to bed, wherever the hell they go. For Ingrad looks about, but he seems genuinely not really interested. There's a brief moment he looks up and he thinks he hears something, but he looks back down. RatRod, as you're looking about, every now and then you will hear a very soft in the far distance, just like echoing through the building. You don't really know where it's coming from, but you do hear it. Malkius is the first to spot this. As you're standing around like a hawk looking for prey you've been wanting to feed on for quite a while, you spot something small, something red. It's, say, about 3-4 junctions down one direction of the road, and the road's just clear and empty. Far distance, you clear your eyes very clearly with your night vision because you're half elf. You do see a little red figure, and the figure is not moving. It's not like just some object, just like a stop sign or something. It's someone standing there or something standing there perhaps, and it's just not moving. What was that?
What's that?
That was weirdly timed.
That's terrifying.
That scared me.
That's just my
Boss
dog.
battle.
That scared me a little bit.
It's a demonic song.
Right. You see that in the far distance, and then the red just goes away.
What?
What, like it?
It's in the direction of where you guys would have to head down. And you see it, and after a brief moment, you just see the red's just gone. You're like, did I see that there? Did I know?
How strange. I say out loud.
What?
How strange. Did you see that red thing there?
What do you think?
Yeah.
What about you, RatRod? Did you see that?
Nah. I've been looking at your ass.
Ah,
Okay.
okay, that'll be 1 kilo, so. Uncharged.
God.
I can give you a chance.
Let's carry on.
What's it?
We continue walking towards there, but this time slightly I'm on alert.
Go ahead and give me stealth checks, all three of you. I'm not gonna roll for it. Right, fuck that. Actually, no, I'm gonna roll for it.
Stealth?
So
Check.
11.
20, 11, you got a bad one?
13.
Oh, not bad. As you guys are walking down quietly the direction,
Making my way downtown.
you once again see Malkius, that red in the distance, this time at street level. But this time it doesn't go away. You continue walking forward and forward, further and further down the road. No signs of life, no signs of howlers, no signs of beasts. But this red thing is there. As you get closer and closer, now you're roughly about, say, 50 meters away, 50 feet away, rather. Is that a little girl?
Uh-oh.
You guys get further and further and further. And once you're roughly about 25 feet away,
Shit, that's really close.
she just starts running. Just slowly. Just
Toward-
not towards you.
us?
Away?
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
actually, it's
Oh
away.
my god. Okay.
She's just standing there, her back facing you, and she starts
Running backwards?
forward.
It could be from the water tribe.
But you say facing us, what?
No, she wasn't
Hey
facing
there,
you.
you! What are you doing out here? I shout.
She's bait.
Your voice reverberates in the area. Echoes through some of the building.
I
There's a
wish
moment
I
of
should
silence.
have taken a message capture. I could just.
There's nothing that happens, but the girl clearly just to run. She's not running very fast, quite slow in fact.
Run up to her.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Guys, I think it's bait.
It's
I
too
don't
late
think we
now.
should follow.
That's 18.
18, you head down behind her, and you're running and running and running. And as she
No.
is trotting slowly, and as you begin to track a bit more,
Just please follow FPS.
she's just running really fast down the street.
God
They're
damn.
chasing her for some time. RatRod and Ingrad follows along, but RatRod and Kira, what do you guys do? Are you following?
I follow.
Athletics check, both of you. RatRod as well, are you gonna follow?
Sure.
Athletics.
I'm
Yeah.
behind, man. Okay. 15.
Oh my god. That's 6. Hi.
No worries. So you guys seem to follow without too much difficulty. You guys are trotting along. After a short while, Malkius is chasing this little girl. Suddenly she just stops. She turns around
man.
And you just see the face of a little girl. Slight brown skin. Looks like a dwarf of some kind. A dwarven little girl. She's wearing a red cape, a red jacket, almost like a raincoat.
Riding Hood.
Well, yeah, she's wearing a red raincoat and she's wearing
There's two options right now. She's either like the Little Red Riding Hood or she's like girl from Schindler's List.
or Georgie. But
Or like Red Georgie.
yeah, red girl Georgie. He turns around, she looks at you and she says, "Why are you following me?"
Wait, why are you out here at night?
Why are you out here at night?
Well, my reasons are probably very different from yours. Is there anything odd about this girl?
Well, it depends on what you mean by odd.
Is she what she appears to be?
Make a perception check.
That's a net one.
This girl seems to be a little girl that is on the street.
It's a boy.
Nothing suspicious at all. Nothing.
Can I do an insight check?
What do you want insight on?
With my net one perception, I go up and walk to her and I try to reach out and like put my
So
just, like,
see if she has any ulterior
Alright.
motive against
I
us.
just like try to.
She doesn't.
Oh, she
As you walk up to this girl and you try and reach out towards her, nothing happens. She just stands there and looks at you, confused. You
That's
didn't tell me why you're following me.
Why were you running?
Because you were following me.
What,
You need help
What are you?
No.
to go home.
what are you doing out here? You never answered my question.
It's very dangerous out.
Her eyes begin to tear up a little bit.
Okay, all right. Can I poke her to see if she's physical or not?
Shit, I'm sorry.
You walk up to her and, oh.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
RatRod, stop!
I use prestidigitation and I make what do kids like? I make a pyramid.
Pyramid.
A cool looking pyramid that like sparkles. And I give it to her.
Grand Lux Hotel. She like reaches out a hand, and as she reaches out a hand, you realize this entire portion of her hand is not there.
Oh fuck.
There's a hole straight to her hand.
Right, she's
Shit.
cool. She's
And you place
I reel back price like while I as I please.
I cast mining illusion to fill up the hole. No? 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 I mean, what?
Is it bleeding?
no. Christ sake. You watch as like a pretty simple illusion like fills the area until it looks like a normal hand. But it's a bit too smooth. And as she moves her hand like that, you can watch like the illusion is like fucking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you're like having like difficulty to try and like morph it with the hand. She puts the hand away. She says, "Don't follow me, please." And she
Okay.
takes her- she
We
continues-
won't follow you until you're in a safe place.
But we can help you.
She's not listening. She's walking already. She's not looking back.
Does anyone have any abilities to like sense for like any present like spirits or like
I
evil
believe
shit
that would be.
around us?
I believe that would be Ingrad, but I don't have a sheet.
Yeah, he's
like,
a fucking paladin. God damn it.
Ingrad has
He's,
detect
doesn't he
detect
have
evil. I
divine
think.
sense? He has divine
Detect
sense?
good and evil.
right. Ingrad says, "Wait, let me do this." He closes his eyes and he grabs onto his pendant and his foot immediately just like lifts up and he like steps back and he looks down. Malkius, make a religion check.
Okay. Like good and evil, you can know there's aberration, celestial, element, fey, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within the defeat.
Yeah.
Religion, you said.
Yes. Kira. Kira, make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
Yes.
Dexterity.
Yes. And actually, wait. Okay, that's fine. You're fine. I would say RatRod, make an Arcana check. While that's happening, Ingrad says, "It's a tear." All he says, "It's a tear." You all look down. From the tear that had dropped from her cheek, the droplet that was on the pavement, the smooth pavement, was now a reddish color. In the dark night, you guys can all see this, except for, say, for Ingrad, but he could feel it when he cast the spell. You watch as, like, almost like a tendril of this reddish worm, almost like coming out from the tear, as the tear slowly turns into blood. What'd you roll, Feroz?
17.
17. Something was up with that girl. And it gave you a feeling when you watched her tear fall from her eye. It gave you a feeling in your heart, and at first you thought it was like pity for this child and for the fear she felt. But it wasn't that. It was the pain you felt when you had finally completed your ritual. It was like a longing feeling. RatRod. As you look at this thing, immediately in your body you can feel a presence unlike anything you felt. You feel your fingers begin to like shake and vibrate a little bit. Your heart begins to beat a bit faster and your breath gets a bit uneasy. As this small tendril from the little bit of blood, you watch 2 tendrils come out.
Shit, the devil.
3, 4, 5. And these tendrils begin to grow larger and larger until they form hands. And the hands grab onto the floor.
Can I step on it?
Could that possibly be Niksha the Unborn?
One hand raises up. And in just a brief moment, Kira, from the veins of this hand, you watch 2 red, almost like tendons of muscle shoot out from it, and it goes straight for your legs, and they wrap around your leg, and it tightens so tight you can feel like your leg go numb for a brief moment. It tries to pull you off, but you manage to stabilize yourself just in time. It lets go. It comes back in. The hands. 5 hands, 6 hands come out of this thing. They all put their hands down. And you watch something like bones begin to form and like shift out, and you watch this form begin to blob and grow in size.
Can I fireball it?
as you begin to form a firebolt in some form of reaction. 3 hands grab at you, RatRod, Ingrad, and Malkius. I need all 3 of you to make strength checks for me.
Strength save or strength check?
Checks or saving throws.
Strength checks, because you're being grappled.
Strength checks.
I take out my
920.
hatchet.
You're grappled, you sort of dart out of the way. What's it doing?
I take out my hatchet.
I'm going to end up oh my fucking god.
Ingrad gets grappled. RatRod, what'd you get?
Do you guys see my Discord profile picture? Because I'm gonna look like that. I got a net one.
You watch as 2 of the hands grab onto Ingrad and RatRod.
I try to. Can I?
Immediately, you watch 2 feet raised from the ground. And he says, you hear a deep voice just reverberating through the place. So this is what I'm dealing with? And the 2 of them are gone.
Ah,
That's where we end.
Fuck!
what? Me and Inka are being pulled into the underworld. Okay, alright. Well, just gonna enjoy this.
You could have rolled us
He's
constantly.
gonna be so mad, bro.
We're gonna pick up on that. I hope. Maybe next week, maybe Sunday, perhaps. Let's see. Let's see what Jared does. I can't do tomorrow. No, we're not free tomorrow. Saturday, Jared's working, which is awesome.
What about Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday?
Sunday is he's working, right?
Wait.
Is he?
Jared's working on Sunday.
Is he?
Yeah, he told me.
Is he?
I mean, we can message him again, but it's Jared.
Yeah, he usually books, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, yeah.
Right.
Alright, that's where we end.
Damn.
Any chance y'all are free on weekdays?
What's that?
Any chance y'all are free to play on a weekday?
I
I
am,
have my
I'm free.
internship.
Oh yeah, I'm free to play on a weekday too, but don't you have school coming up next week?
Internship.
I have internship
Oh shit.
Oh, when's your internship?
next week. Monday to Fridays for now, but
You occupy the whole day?
from like 10:30 all the way until like 6. But they say like the timing is flexible lah.
Mm.
And right now they're in production, so I don't know.
Okay, well then when you're free then tell us.
Yeah,
So if you can maybe see if you're free on weekday, like if not we
Yeah.
just play on weekend.
okay.
Check if your Mondays, what is it? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are free or not. Because Jia got jobs on Tuesdays and
Yeah, we should probably ask him as well
so
in
Monday,
advance
Wednesday,
because
Friday,
we're
I'll check.
like booked prior to us. Oh.
They've been pulled into like some other fucking plane again.
You guys. Oh, this is actually supposed to be a level 3 threat. You guys got there a bit early. However,
I think it was the washroom. Grab it.
no, before you. Okay, fine, you go first. Oh,
Just tell them. You can tell me later. Okay, bye bye.
each of you will be receiving. Pause. For a moment, let me see.
You want me to end this stream now or is there more?
No, you can tell them, yeah.
Okay.
That's about it. You guys are gonna be receiving